There are two things in life that you never decline: free drinks and free icon packs. The only problem is that most of the icon packs are optimized for the web using the SVG format, but if we want to import them in Unity, we need the PNG format. So I converted the whole Hero Icons library, both the outline and solid version, for optimized use in Unity. You can find the download link in the description. And yes, it is completely free for personal and commercial use. So today I will show you how to use the icons in Unity, and then also how to create a Sprite Atlas to optimize performance for a scalable UI. To import the icons, simply drag and drop the whole folder into the project and then select all icons by using Ctrl A and go to the inspector and select for the sprite mode single. Then below, choose the max size 64, which is the actual size for each individual icon. For the compression, I'm gonna use none, because if we later use a Sprite Atlas, it will take care of the compression for us. So then we just apply the settings and we're done. Now to actually use the icons, I'm gonna create a new image in my scene by clicking in the hierarchy and selecting UI, image. This will also create a new canvas and an event system. Now I'm gonna center the image, and once it is selected, you can see on the right side in the inspector the image component with the source image. From this little window you can simply select the icon that you want to display, and in the top right corner you can use the slider to change to a grid view, which makes it easier to find the icons that you want. Now I'm just gonna select a simple bold icon, and once it is selected, we can also use the color property of the image component to change the color of the icon. I know this is already extremely exciting, but I'm gonna try to stay calm and guide you through this until the end. So I'm just going to create a small grid here just to render multiple icons, because we're gonna use the profiler to see the performance impact. Going to Window, Analysis, Profiler. We have to make sure to start the play mode and that this red record button is enabled. And then we just scroll down until we see the UI section. Here it is. We're gonna select that, and then at the bottom we see our canvas. Now this is gonna help us to understand the performance impact of our UI. Right now we have a self-batch count of 9, which means there are 9 draw calls, one for each of the UI icons. And the more draw calls we have, the more work our GPU has to do. And if it's too much workload, then the FPS will drop and our game will slow down. The best way to optimize that is to create a Sprite Atlas. So in the project window, we go to Create 2D Sprite Atlas and create a new Sprite Atlas. Then we give it a name, select it, and in the inspector under Objects for Packing, hit the plus and select all the icons that we want to add. Now for simplicity, I'm just gonna add the entire folder containing all icons. But to optimize further, you can only pick the icons that you actually use. Then uncheck tight packing to ensure they all have enough space, and then hit pack preview to generate one large image containing all the icons. And this is actually all the optimizations that we need, because now Unity automatically takes care of using the Sprite Atlas in the background. So if I'm gonna now pull up the profiler, hit play, and we're gonna take a look once again at the UI, and here we see the canvas, but this time it only has a batch count of 1, which means that all of the icons are drawn within the same draw call. That was it for today's video. I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time. Ciao.